What is the blacklight virus in prototype? Why is it so dangerous, and why was it created? Before we get to that, we have to look at where it came from. The origins of this pathogen stem from the original virus called the red light virus. The red light virus was created by Blackwatch, and its purpose was for being used as a bioweapon. This was in combination to their other directive to protect America from biological weapons. Blackwatch is not a company, but more of a special forces unit that responds to viral outbreaks. They were established in 1962 and have full authority over American military forces and the local police. The first variant of the viral strand was the red light virus, codenamed DX-1118A. This took place in the artificial town called Hope, located in Idaho. There were two viral programs conducted here. Carnival 1 was a Blackwatch project. They would give the red light virus to chimpanzees. This was a way of seeing if it was suitable for human trials later on, and to their surprise, the chimps would gain heightened intelligence, increased strength, and a few other symptoms. Carnival 2 was the project name for human trials. At first, nothing happened, but the children born from these families were different. They also carried something else. The virus infected them in the mother's womb. The virus was trying to achieve something within their bodies, but it kept failing. They would not live longer than 3 years. Then, in the year 1969, the perfect host was found, Elizabeth Green. Because of her genetic makeup, she was able to adapt to the virus, and over time, her body would produce a new strain of the virus, along with being given superhuman abilities. She also gave birth to a child who was codenamed Pariah. While Elizabeth's body was creating different strains of the virus, Pariah was the result of the virus bonding with the perfect body. Not through any artificial means, it was simply born with the virus. The whole purpose of the town, Hope, was possibly to create the ultimate life form, even though the town was a mask for secret experiments. Elizabeth and her child were then taken from the town right before it was destroyed. This was part of Project Altruistic. It was covered up by saying the local groups formed a riot against the military. Elizabeth would then be transferred to different facilities over the years, until finally ending up at the Genentech building in Manhattan. The virus affected her body to stop her aging process, but as she produced new virus strains daily, her brain shut down. She was kept for future experimentation and gene manipulation. This would later result in the creation of new infected beings, like hunters, walkers, and hydras, all of them behaving in different ways, but they all shared the same hostility towards other beings. Alex Mercer was a research scientist working for Genentech. Then, after 10 years, he was able to synthesize a new viral strain called the black light virus, also known as the Mercer virus, or DX-1118C. Throughout his time at Genentech, Alex would also be curious as to the origins of the original virus, and so he started digging into the files. But Genentech was aware of his suspicions, and so they sent a team to eliminate him. He was now a liability. When they located him, Alex was cornered against a wall, and so he released the virus upon Manhattan, but in doing so, it also infected his body. He started to change. The virus was a contagious agent that caused evolutionary chimeric mutations. It acted as a retrovirus, able to insert its own genetic code into the cells of the host. The next process would include replicating other segments of the organism's DNA. Because these changes are too drastic, most subjects would not survive due to massive organ failure and cell saturation. Alex Mercer's body did survive the infection. He was then given superhuman abilities in the process, able to shapeshift his appearance to male or female, transform parts of his body into bladed or hardened weapons. His durability, physical strength, reflexes, and speed were also increased. Any damaged tissue could regenerate very quickly. Black light beings could consume the bodies of other life forms. They would also gain access to their memories. A lot of times, Alex was haunted by the screaming visions of the people he consumed. Black light life forms can also gain some abilities when they consume other life forms. They would also inherit the antibodies of other creatures that are immune to parasites. This happened when Alex was injected by a parasite that was meant to destroy his body, but he found a cure within another hunter creature, thanks to Dr. Ragland. Alex Mercer was seen to have an enhanced form of vision, similar to thermal heat signatures. Other blacklight creatures could have developed another form of special vision. The game was titled Prototype as it was a reference to Alex Mercer. He was the first of a model or species when it comes to the blacklight creatures. Gentek would make an attempt at stopping Alex Mercer by creating a new strain of the blacklight virus. The DX-1120 strain would create super soldiers, also known as decode soldiers. Along with a standard weapon and an infection detection device, they gained incredible strength, endurance, and a rapid healing ability. During the story of the first game, Alex does run into Elizabeth Green. When searching for more answers about the virus and its origins, she manages to escape her holding cell and releases hunters upon the city. But by the end of the story, she gets injected by a parasite from Alex, but her body rejects it and forms the Super or Supreme Hunter. Elizabeth ends up getting consumed by Alex, and he later defeats the Super Hunter or Supreme Hunter. The story of Prototype 2 introduces us to James Heller. His squad of Marines are sent into the red zone of New York City. James was enraged when he learned that Alex Mercer was the reason his wife had passed away. The infection, the creatures in the city, the viral outbreak, it was all because of Alex. While the virus outbreak is affecting the entire city, James comes into contact with Alex Mercer. Being a highly skilled Marine, he beats Mercer, only for the virus to regenerate any wounds Mercer suffered. Heller later gets infected by Mercer by the Blacklight virus. This was a way of Mercer recruiting someone else to help him to fight against Gentek. But James was not the only one. There were others. Mercer was working on a plan to create more evolved creatures like him. Alex ends up capturing the daughter of James, believing she'll become the mother of the new world. This is because her DNA is resilient to the virus. The story in Prototype 2 also mentioned something about white light. It was intended to be a cure, but when Alex Mercer's blood tainted it, it would turn any blacklight creature into an evolved form, just like him. Alex Mercer wanted to create a world with one being, one mind. If all the tainted white light was released, it would spread the infection of evolved creatures. This would then speed the process of Alex Mercer's plans. By the end of the story, James and Alex engage in a final battle, with James coming out victorious. All he wanted was to find his daughter, and Alex had that information. After he consumed Alex's body, he became more powerful and used his tendrils to absorb other creatures across the city. This would end the outbreak of the Blacklight virus in the city. He ends up finding his daughter and they are reunited. At first, she is scared of his mutation, but later accepts him. So that covers some history of the Blacklight virus in the video game Prototype. What did you think about the virus? Tell me in the comment section. If you want to see more videos like this, then subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Thanks for watching. My name is Carlos or Acid Glow, and I'll see you in the next video.